Sometimes you need a little bit of modelling inspiration. It can be building a simpler kit of a different subject, or by reading a great book. One book I've read is The Big Show, written by the French ace pilot Pierre Clostermann. His parents were diplomats and he was born in Brazil in 1921. Ironically, he was taught to fly by a German pilot called Karl Benz, who sadly lost his life flying for Luftwaffe. After his RAF training, Pierre Clostermann flew the Spitfire Mark 9. With number 341 Free French Squadron Alsace. They flew missions over occupied France. In 1945, he flew the Hawker Tempest, flying missions over Germany till the end of the war. Pierre Clostermann survived the war with 33 victories. This book is based on his wartime diaries, and for me it's a great story of the Allied fighter pilot in World War II. And here are some of the aircraft he mentions in the book: Typhoon, Tiger Moth, the Spitfire here is by Airfix, quite new Mark 9, which is a lovely kit to build. And I'm pleased to say this is a French pilot. This is a lovely French kit by Heller, and that's his aircraft there, Le Grand Charles. It mentions a lot of the German aircraft he encountered. Messerschmitt 109Gs. This one again by Heller. His first kills were Focke-Wulf 190s. This is the old Matchbox kit. Later on, the book describes the D-Day landings and the Allied advances into to liberate Europe. And later in the war, his encounters were the Focke-Wulf D9, improved version, and the Messerschmitt 109K. Lots of other German aircraft are mentioned in the book. Messerschmitt 262s, just trying to intercept them, returning to their bases and attacking the bases. Heinkel 162. Messerschmitt 163. Dornier 335s. I'll just set these out as if well, they've been captured, the war's over, the Germans were hiding them in the forests and by roads. This is the Revell kit, the Heinkel. The Owl, which is a night fighter, as you can see from the radar. I was mentioning earlier about model kits are a little bit easier to build. The selection here, the Dornier, the Messerschmitt, the Heinkel, they're all kits by Hobby Boss. They're very easy builds. In his book he mentions the Allied landings, and it's very well written life of a fighter pilot in the latter part of World War II. But he writes so well describing combat, what life was like, with it's a great story, very well worth reading. It does give you a lot of inspiration. 3 French pilots served with the RAF. This is the old Airfix blending kit, and it came in a set of 3 French markings. The other famous French fighter squadron served on the Eastern Front, and it was called Normandy Niemen, obviously named after France and a river where they fought in Soviet Russia. Again, this is the older Airfix kit of the Blenheim, and again this yak, which the Normandy Niemen squadron used, is another one of these little hobby boss kits, which are really easy to make. So if, like me, you get stuck from time to time for something, there's lots of books out there. I do recommend The Big Show. It's a brilliant book. And as you can see from all the subjects laid out on the table here, there's lots of these vehicles and aircraft mentioned in the book. I'm sure you'll read it and want to build something to add to your collection. Whether it be late war German aircraft, maybe RAF tanks. Thank you for watching. Do appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. It's all very much appreciated.